What is going on, guys? Mike with Chit Chat Gaming. So I finally got a chance to try WWE 2K20. I've been holding off on it for quite some time here. My daughter actually has it. I got it for her. I've been playing 2K19 and 2K18 a little bit on Switch when I can. 1v1 matches only, of course. But I went ahead and I wanted to try out 2K20 here. I picked it up for $6 for the base game. You know, it's not the not the deluxe edition or anything like that, just the base game. So I went ahead and I picked it up for $6, which I thought was a steal on PC. So again, though, I wanted to give it a try here to see how it is because I never have touched the game at all. And I must say that I very first match here, I'm just going to start out here. Actually, I'm going to start off with this here. The game, to me, doesn't look bad graphically. Yes, the facial, animations, the animations period, are not that great compared to 2K19, as well as a lot of bugs and glitches I saw within the game itself too, like when the wrestlers were coming down the aisle with like the belts on, they're glitching in and out of the body and of the attire and such, of the entrance gear and such, so it looked kind of goofy. But other than that, though, really it didn't look awful. The sweat, the blood, all that. I mean, after the match is over with, the sweat looks great. Again, though, graphically, the game on my PC anyways does not look horrible. Now, my daughter, on the other hand, has the game for Xbox, the original Xbox, the OG VCR looking one, and the game looks like crap. Whereas, like I mentioned, I'm using the PC, so it's probably going to depend on, what kind of a PC build you have. I'm using the Radeon RX 570, the Ryzen 5 2600 series. I have 16 gigabytes of RAM, of DDR4 RAM. So for me, I actually have a pretty decent setup, and the game runs fine. No issues, except for one. I played for about 5 hours. The very first match I had, right after I won, the game crashed. Like literally after the match won, they gave my whole rating and such, got my little credits and so forth, the game crashed. Other than that, that's really the only crash I had. I did have some, like I said, some bugs and glitches and stuff. I'm going to say that. But otherwise, the game is actually not horrible. Now, I can definitely see where a lot of people are upset because with the bugs and glitches, now they've done several updates. From my understanding, there's an update that was just done not too long ago anyways, I believe, that actually kind of fixed some of the patches or some of the bugs and some of the crashes and stuff on PC anyway. So that's good. But again, though, I can definitely see where a lot of hate comes in for this game as well, too, because it's a big downgrade from 2K19, which was a shame. I mean, honestly, there's no reason why it should have been a downgrade by any means. If anything, it should have been an upgrade or just stay on the same level. Now, one thing I did notice that was terribly different is the controls. Not like horribly different, but some minor things like the Y button. This is on the Xbox. I'm using the Xbox controller. The Y button is actually how you reverse versus being the R trigger or the L trigger. It's not horrible. I actually kind of get used to it. It's not bad. It's a little easier kind of to a degree, but it's something different. The one thing that also changed as well too was like signature moves and finishers. It's X and A to be able to do that versus just pushing Y, I believe it was. So they kind of switched some stuff around. But other than that, though, for the most part, the buttons and everything are still the same. The layout and everything it's still for the most part the same. Again, though, I'm just want to come on here and tell you my experience with the game here. Would I recommend it at $60? Absolutely not. Never pay that much money for a downgrade from something else that you can get prior. Now 2K19, a lot of people are going back to that. That game is still running, currently running about $60. Sometimes cheaper here. Actually, like I said, I picked up 2K20 on PC here from G2A. Again, for like $6.74 or something like that. So almost $7 or whatnot. So I wasn't going to beat that. I probably wouldn't have paid any more than $10 for it, to be 100% honest with you. I just wanted to give it a try. The good thing, though, guys, is the game is still playable. Unlike 2K18 on the Switch, this game is actually still playable. There is some downtime, some like lagging and such, some frame rate drops during the Royal Rumbles, some slowdown. I did notice that as well too. Now, when I actually run my FPS here, I can see like when the entrances come up or when the wrestlers come out, you're looking at about 30 frames per second, a little maybe 40 or so. When you actually get in the ring and the action starts, after the entrances and everything are done, I was running at a solid 60 frames per second. Didn't have any problem with that, running that anyways. And I did try a little bit of the community creations as well too, and I was a little bit disappointed because there really wasn't a whole lot. I just don't know if a lot of people aren't creating, content and such for this. But again, the character models and such, the face animations, all that stuff does not look anywhere as good as 2K19 looked. But more importantly, though, like I said, I just didn't see a whole lot of community creations, stuff actually being created. I didn't see a whole lot of that. I looked up some AEW stuff to try. I saw some couple arenas and such. I looked up some wrestlers. Didn't see a whole lot, especially ones that didn't really look super good. 19 and 18, 19 especially. A lot of them looked at the models and everything. Looked really good. I saw some titles. I looked up Impact Wrestling. I hardly saw anything on that, which is crazy because, like I mentioned, on 2K19 you saw a lot of that. So I think a lot of people just are not playing this game and they're sticking to 19 or prior years and just completely just boycotting 20, which I can't blame them. Again, though, if you picked it up for a cheap price, it's worth it for a so on PC anyways. I don't know about Xbox or Xbox. My daughter has it. She's had some crashes, and like I said, doesn't look the greatest, but again, she's playing on the old school Xbox. So, again, from my personal experience, guys, if you can pick it up for $10 or less, I say go ahead and give it a whirl. It's not horrible, but once again, though, it is a downgrade, and it's an embarrassment because these companies should not be releasing games like this, especially at a $60 price tag at a full price retail. Just doesn't make any sense, guys. So hopefully, looking forward, they're skipping out this year. They're coming out with Battlegrounds for this year, so it'll be something a little bit different. Again, those Saber Interactive was working on that, so maybe a little bit of something different here that they're gonna just kind of hold off on, kind of get everything back together and maybe try doing this again for 2022. So hopefully they can do that and get back in the groove, and like I said, just get 2K looking good. And it's never been great, but again, though, a huge downfall from 19 over to 20. So guys, like I said, just want to do a quick, just let you guys know exactly what I think of the game here. Let me know down in the comment section below what you guys think here. Make sure you guys like this video here. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And make sure you turn on that bell notification to keep updated with all things that is Chit Chat Gaming. And once again, guys, this has been Mike saying, happy gaming.